Hi, welcome to my talk titled Electroweak Penguin Measurements and Prospects at Bell 2. I'm your speaker Rahul and I shall be speaking on behalf of the Bell 2 collaboration. Stay tuned for some interesting results. This is a brief outline of my talk. I shall start with a motivation slide on electroweak BDKs, what makes them interesting, and how they may help unravel secrets of elementary particle physics. Next, I shall briefly touch upon the status of Bell 2 detector, followed by a discussion on a series of results from studies of electroweak and radiative BDKs performed with Bell 2 data. In the purview of standard model of particle physics, a flavor changing neutral current process where a B quark transforms to an S quark is forbidden at tree level. Such transitions can be mediated via electroweak loop diagrams. Theoretical models comprising new physics effects beyond the standard model predict new particles. These new particles can contribute to the loop or even mediate the transition at tree level, altering the observables such as branching fraction for such decays from their standard model expectation. Hence, the study of such rare decays provides an excellent ground to probe new physics effects. Bell 2 is an upgraded version of the Bell detector placed at the collision point of the Super KKB accelerator in Japan, which collides high energy electrons with positrons. It consists of 7 subdetectors that help us in studying various physics processes from the E plus E minus collision data. The first one around the collision point is the depth based pixel detector PXT, followed by the double-sided silicon strip detector SVD. Next, we have the central drift chamber CDC, which together with the PXT and SVD forms the tracking system. We have dedicated particle identification detectors with the time of propagation detector top in the barrel and the aerogel ring imaging Cherenkov detector ARICH in the forward region. The sixth subdetector is the electromagnetic calorimeter ECL, used for electron identification and photon reconstruction. Lastly, we have a K-long and muon detector KLM for identifying muons and long-lived neutral ions. Bell 2 has been collecting electron-positron collision data since 2018. One of the major milestones in its journey was to reach a world record peak luminosity of around 2.9 times 10 to the power 34 per centimeter square per second. The total integrated luminosity recorded till date is about 170 femto 1 inverse, and it is steadily inching towards the ultimate goal of accumulating 50 auto 1 inverse collision data. The electroweak decays of B mesons to semi-leptonic final states help us to test flavor universality between various lepton generations by measuring quantities like the R ratios. These ratios are considered as clean observables as the contributions of many systematic effects cancel out. In the standard model, the gauge bosons don't discriminate between different leptons. Hence, the R ratios should be very close to 1. Any significant deviation will hint towards the presence of new physics effects. Earlier measurements at Bell were performed with around 700 femto 1 inverse data. At Bell 2, we intend to study such processes with a significantly larger data set and improved analysis techniques. Compared to the Hadron machines, Bell 2 is blessed with a relatively clean environment of E plus E minus machine and has similar sensitivity to both electron and muon modes. A precise knowledge of the initial state makes BEL2 capable of performing inclusive measurements as well. First observation of B to SLL decays was made by the BEL2 detector using 63 femtobarn inverse data. Due to similarity in the final state, the FCNC suppressed B to SLL decays get a significant contribution of background from Cabibbo favored B2K psi NS decays. Suitable criteria on the dilepton invariant mass distributions were applied to suppress such background events. To reduce background contamination from light co-op pairs and other BTKs, a boosted decision tree was trained using variables related to event shape, B vertex and missing energy. Lastly, the signal yield was extracted using a 2D unbinned maximum likelihood fit to MBC and delta A distributions. We obtain a total of 9 signal events with a significance of around 2.7 standard deviations. Moving on to the missing energy sector, the decays of B mesons to 2 neutrino final states come with a fair share of exciting experimental and theoretical opportunities. Due to the absence of virtual photon contribution, these processes pose a theoretically clean environment and in turn an excellent probe for beyond standard model theories. They can even shed light on some dark matter theories. Earlier measurements by Bell and Babar have provided upper limits on the branching fraction. The previous measurements by Babar and Bell employed tagging methods for the reconstruction of missing energy BTKs. An explicit reconstruction of tag side B meson in the hadronic or semileptonic final states results in a small signal selection efficiency. This is driven by our ability to correctly reconstruct a tag side decay. In the hadronic tag case, we can obtain high purity data samples at the expense of total reconstruction efficiency. On the contrary, inclusive tagging provides a high reconstruction efficiency with a large background contribution. A novel experimental method of inclusive reconstruction was employed to deal with this particularly challenging final state where only single charged kaon is observed in the detector. The signal candidate was reconstructed from a charge track with the highest PT. The information of remaining tracks and clusters were inclusively reconstructed as the rest of event object. Next, we have the first results of branching fraction for B2K nu bar decays from BEL2. Employing the inclusive tagging approach in conjunction with nested statistical learning discriminators, which exploit the event topology. The analysis achieves a sizable signal selection efficiency of around 4% while keeping a control over the large background contribution. The high statistics B2K JEPSI control channel was used for validation of the studies. The kinematics of the control channel was modified by removing the muon pair. The 4 momentum of control channel kaon was modified with the respective generator level information from B2K nu bar Monte Carlo events. The modifications made sure that kinematics of the control channel mimic that of the signal, following which a successful validation of the method was performed in the control channel. The signal yield for B2K nu bar was extracted using a binned extended maximum likelihood fit to the kaon PT distribution. We observed a signal strength of around 4 events, and a comparison of the branching fraction result with previous studies shows that the sensitivity with just 63 femtobarn inverse data is already close to previous searches with a significantly larger dataset. Coming to the prospects of missing energy decays at Belt 2, we expect to observe B2K star nanobar decay with around 5 Autobahn inverse data from Belt 2. While using the full 50 Autobahn inverse dataset, we will be capable of delivering a result at 10% uncertainty in the branching fraction. Work is also in progress to further improve the inclusive tagging method and apply the same strategy to other missing energy decays like B2K star nanobar. In the last segment of the talk, I am going to cover radiative B decays. The studies of inclusive B decays are theoretically reliable compared to exclusive decays. Observables like ACP are determined with good theoretical precision due to cancellation of systematic effects, making them highly sensitive to new physics. Measurements performed at Bell were consistent with standard model but were dominated by statistical uncertainties. So here we report first observation of exclusive B2X gamma decay using 63 femtobarn inverse data. The final state of B2X gamma includes an almost monochromatic photon from the two-body decay with its energy smeared due to detector effects. A single high-energy photon candidate was selected with energy calculated in the center of mass frame being greater than 1.4 GeV. Photon candidates coming from pi0 decays were rejected using a dedicated veto. A boosted decision tree was employed to suppress background coming from light quark pairs. We here show the energy spectrum of selected candidates overlaid with various background contributions. We observe an excess of events in data after background subtraction, which is found to be consistent with the spectrum of signal side photon. Talking about the prospects of Belt 2 for radiative B decays. For Belt 2, the main objective will be to reduce the systematic uncertainties of inclusive and fully inclusive measurements by improving the analysis method. Another goal would be to employ tagging methods to reduce the background contribution and bring down the gamma energy threshold. We have now reached the end segment of the talk where I will provide a summary. So, Belt 2 provides a clean environment with precisely determined final state, granting us access to some unique observables. With improved detector and analysis methods, we aim to provide reliable results with better sensitivity compared to previous measurements. Belt 2 is running well despite the COVID-19 pandemic towards its ultimate goal to record 50 Autobahn inverse of collision data. Thank you all for your attention.